Korean 3, Lesson 3, Lecture. 명절 풍습도 조금씩 달라지는군요. Traditional holiday customs also gradually change. The first grammar is on reported statement. The present tense gives a general message that is currently circling around if the source was given. And it could be anonymous, basically saying this is what people are saying. This is what's being said among people. The past tense is a specific message that's been said in the past. Somebody has, or people have said this. It's a hearsay. Sometimes 고해요 becomes 고 그래요, as in that's what it is. That's the statement that's being said, or 그래요 refers to that's what people are saying. Okay. For noun, to say people say it is this or that. If the noun ends in consonant, you put 이라고 해요 or 이래요, the short form. If the noun ends in vowel, 라고 해요 or 래요. If it's in the past, 라고 했어요. Let's look at some examples. 내일이 추석이라고 해요 or 추석이래요. You know, people are saying that it's autumn harvest holiday tomorrow. 병원에서 땅콩 알레르기라고 해요, or 알레르기래요. They say it's at the hospital. They say it's peanut allergy. You could have either 이라고 해요 or 이래요, or 라고 해요 or 래요. You know, it's just 이래요 or 래요 it's shorter. It's more colloquial. If it's in the past, it's like saying this is what's been said. Okay. And as mentioned in speech, when it's more casual, you can say 내일이 추석이라고 그래요. Okay. That's what people are saying. Okay. People say this, or that's what people are saying. They're interchangeable. And what people are saying is a verb, that somebody or something is doing something. If the verb ends in consonant, 는다고 해요, or 는데요. If the verb ends in vowel, 니은 underneath the verb base or the stem, and 타고 해요 or 돼요. If it's adjective, very easy, you guys. Just dictionary form and 고해요, because it ends in a dot anyway. 여행 동안 호텔에서 묵는다고 해요, or 묵는대요. Whoever's saying this, they say, he or she says, during travel, they're going to be staying at the hotel. 일기예보에서 오늘 비가 온다고 해요, or 온대요. Now the source is given. In the weather forecast or weather report, it is said that it will rain today. It rains today. 다고 했어요 or 됐어요 would mean that's what they said. Okay. For a adjective, 놀이기구가 무섭다고 해요. 무섭대요. 놀이기구 is ride at amusement parks, so that ride, they say it's very frightening. It's scary. And when you're reporting this to somebody who is your equal or junior, you say 는다고 해. Okay, you take out the yo. That yo at the end is for the listener. But if the listener is somebody you're very, very casual, intimate with, or close with, and have no qualms with, or somebody who's a lot younger, then you don't have to insert the yo when you're reporting. More examples. 송편을 추석에 먹는다고 한다. 먹는데요. Just different endings with plain speech and your regular, often used polite, informal speech. So they say, so it's obviously comes from somebody who doesn't know about Korean culture, traditional culture. So they say on autumn harvest, you eat songpyeon, which is a kind of rice cake that is, it has a filling, various fillings, and is shaped like a moon, half moon. Okay. 조셉은 눈이 나빠서 안경이 없으면 안 보인다고 한다. 안 보인대요. It could be Joseph or other people who are saying that as for Joseph, he has such poor eyesight that without glasses, he can't see. It's nothing is visible. Okay. 각오했다. That's what somebody said. or 됐다. 연휴에는 기차표가 비싸다고 한다. 비싸대요. So 연휴 is long holiday. Okay. Usually the two biggest holidays in Korea are New Year's, both lunar or just regular New Year's Day, and Chuseok is another, autumn harvest is equivalent to Thanksgiving in the US. Okay. So long holidays, extended holidays, the train ticket, they say it's very expensive. Again, somebody who's not familiar with Korean tradition, everyday Korean life. 연휴에는 기차표가 비싸다고 한다. 비싸대요. They say it is such. 다고 했다. Somebody said it is such. 학생회관에서 뮤비를 찍는다고 합니다. 뮤비를 찍는데요. 뮤비 is short for music video. So 학생회관, in the student union, they say they're gonna record music video. 전주로 견학 간다고 합니다. 간대요. They say it is to the city of Jeonju. They're gonna go on a field trip. 동네에 맛집이 많다고 합니다. 많대요. They say there are a lot of tasty restaurants in the neighborhood. 합니다, of course, it's like reporting very formal. 많대요, very casual, the opposite, right? Like that's what they say. 맛집 literally means tasty, taste, and 집 is house or home. So 맛집 is a kind of a slang word for really good places, and they don't have to be fancy. Usually 맛집, is all about the food. It could be a hole in the wall place, but it's 맛집 because the food is very tasty. More examples. 지금 안경이 없어서 책을 못 읽는다고 하세요. Probably this what is it? Some clues about the sources given. It's somebody who's older you're talking about. That's why you say 하세요 instead of 해요. That's what is being said by somebody who is older or superior. He or she says, because right now he or she doesn't have glasses, he or she says 하세요. See, it's an older person. They can't read the book. 선생님이 떡국을 못 만든다고 하세요. Again, here the source is the statement source is a teacher, and he or she says sure he cannot make rice cake soup, which is traditional dish for the new year. 선배가 언제든지 도와준다고 하세요. So 선배 is your senior, somebody who is a upperclassman. He or she said, I'll help you anytime. That's what he said. 의자가 편하다고 하세요. The older or the superior person says the chair is comfortable, is comfy. So there's a mistake here, but it's obviously if it's a vowel ending, it's ni은 here. Sorry about that, you guys. Verb base, 니은 타고 하세요. Okay, 니은. I'll correct that in the actual PowerPoint when I upload. if you're reporting about something that had already happened, 왔다고 해요. Okay? And if it's copula, same thing with verb and adjective, 왔다고 해요. And for copula, 이었다고 해요. If it ends in the noun ends in a consonant, 였다고 해요. If the noun ends in a vowel. 컴퓨터가 고장났다고 해요. They say the computer is out of order. 지금은 전공이 한국어인데 전에는 사회학이었다고 해요. Before it was social sciences, 사회학 ends in consonant, so 이었다고 해요. 대학 때 같은 동아리였다고 해요. In college, they say they were in the same club, okay, same circle or club. 동아리 ends in a vowel, so 였다고. For future, 을, 리을 for verb and adjectives. Copula, it doesn't matter if the word ends in consonant or vowel. It's just going to be 일 거라고 해요. They say this will happen. 컴퓨터가 고장 날 거라고 해요. They say the computer is gonna break down. 내일 책을 읽을 거라고 해요. They say the person's gonna read the book tomorrow. 지하철이 더 빠를 거라고 해요. They say the train will be faster. 내일 약속 괜찮을 거라고 해요. They say the appointment tomorrow will be fine. You know, having meeting tomorrow, having a point, the whatever time schedule you have for tomorrow with them, it's fine. Making appointment with them tomorrow is fine. 지금은 전공이 한국어인데 내년에는 사회학일 거라고 해요. So right now your major is Korean, but then next year they say it will be social science. 다음 학기에는 같은 동아리일 거라고 해요. Next semester they say they will be in the same club. It will be the same club or circle. So what is the difference between 다고라고 해요 versus 돼요래요, which is lot shorter, right? So you know they convey the same thing, but the emphasis is different. It's the same. I heard from Sandy that Steve is coming from Korea tomorrow. I heard from Sandy that Steve is coming from Korea tomorrow. In the first one, 온다고 해요 is the emphasis, okay? I heard from Sandy, tomorrow Steve is coming from Korea. 온다고 해요, the emphasis is that this is what I heard from Sandy, and then it's you know, whatever that comes next. The emphasis is on the fact that you are reporting what the person said or what is being said. If you say 샌디한테서 들었는데 내일 스티브가 한국에서 온대요, then it's shorter, right? And the emphasis is on what is happening, the message that's been conveyed, not the source or who said this. Okay. You can mostly this is like this. 내일 스티브가 한국에서 온대요, and they don't give the source at all because what's important is that they want to tell you that Steve is coming from Korea tomorrow. That made it a little clear. 하다 can be replaced by other endings as in 그래요. We already said this. 민지는 고향에 내려가지 않는다고 그래요. Okay. So that's what she said. Okay. We hear these two people talking, right? 민지, 너는 언제 갈 거야? 난 이번 추석에는 고향에 내려가지 않고 친구들이랑 여행 가기로 했어. So I hear this and I'm reporting. 민지는 고향에 내려가지 않는다고 해요. I can say, okay? Or 않는데요. But I decide 않는다고 그래요. As in, that's what she said. That's what she said. Okay. Instead of she's not going to her hometown, not going to her hometown, said Minji. You can also have 전해주세요. Please tell somebody this is the message. 나중에 다시 전화한다고 전해주세요. Please pass on the message, convey the message that I will call later. These are different examples. Okay. Stephanie says, 내 남친은 한국 사람이야. Okay. So you hear this and you report back to somebody. 스테파니는 남친이 한국 사람이라고 해요. 한국 사람이라고 그래요. Okay. So saying Stephanie says, you know, her boyfriend is Korean. Phineas says 여동생이 가수예요. 여동생이 가수예요. Now I forgot if he's the younger brother or the older brother. I have to check. So if Phineas says my younger sibling is my younger sister is a singer. 영미 says 언니는 얼짱이에요. What is 얼짱, you guys? It's a slang. 얼굴, like they have a very, 얼짱 means somebody who's very pretty, their face, okay? Very good looking. So how do we report this? Youngmi says her sister is very attractive. 영미 언니는 얼짱이라고 해요 because it's copula, 이라고 해요. Xiaoming says 형이 연극 배우예요. He says my older brother is stage actor. 형이 연극 배우라고 해요. 래요. Okay. So they give you advice. 우산 가지고 가. Take the umbrella with you. 오후에 비 오다. The person is saying, I heard that it's going to rain in the afternoon. 오후에 비 온다고 해. Or 온대. They say it's going to rain. You know, probably heard on weather report. 마크하고 룸메이트 하지 마. They warn you, don't be a roommate with Mark. 지접은, so they haven't lived with Mark, but 지접은 다고 해. 지접은 하대. Okay, you heard that he's messy. They're saying this is what I heard. The younger sibling says 곧 도착해. I'll be right there. The younger sibling says. So 동생이 곧 도착한다고 해요. You report. That's what the younger sibling says. 일기예보, weather report, forecast. 내일 날씨가 시원하겠습니다. Tomorrow's gonna be cool. 내일 날씨가 시원하다고 해요. If it's in the future, you could say 시원할 거라고 해요. Okay, 을들 거라고 해요. 시원할 거라고 해요. You can say or 시원하다고 해요 because present is non-past. So this is how you share rumors. 누구누구는 누구누구하고 누구누구 있어요. So and so with so and so 사귄다고 연애한다고 해요. What kind of rumors have you heard? You can say so and so and so and so are dating. 누구누구는 누구누구하고 헤어졌다고 해요. You heard that so and so and so and so, so and so with so and so have separated. 결혼한다고 해요. The two are getting married. 약혼했다고 해요. They're engaged. 이혼한다고 해요. You heard that they're getting divorced. So share some rumors. Okay. You can use this exercise and it's just a matter of practice to get used to doing the hearsay, the reported statements. Also use the exercises in the self-study PowerPoint. Now it's the same thing, but to report this is what they're telling you to do. Okay, you are conveying an order or command. Okay, it's not you telling somebody else directly what to do, but saying, hey, he or she says you should do this. Okay, if it's verb, 으라고 해요. If it ends in a consonant, otherwise 라고 해요. For real ending verb base, just 라고 해요. Okay, it can only be verb because it's command. 책을 읽으라고 해요. 책을 읽으래요. Hey, somebody says read the book. 운동하라고 해요. 하래요. It's not me telling you. Somebody says is telling you to telling me to tell you to exercise. 버스표를 팔라고 해요. They say to sell the bus ticket. 이렇게 기차표를 사라고 가르쳐 줬어요. 알려줬어요. Okay. Again, 하다 can be used for other endings. They taught me how to buy the train ticket. They told me to buy the train ticket this way. They taught me how to do this way. Okay. 한국어를 전공하라고 제안하셨어요 or 해주셨어요. Probably teacher have advised you to major in Korean. That's the advice they gave you. This is how they advise you. 누나가 마이클한테 집에 빨리 오랬어요. So the older sister told Michael to hurry back home. 선생님이 저희한테 숙제를 내라고 하셨어요. The teacher told us, to submit the homework, to turn in the homework. 햄버거를 배달시키라고 해요. 시키래요. They say, to deliver the, deliver the hamburger. Okay. 제니가 테드한테 생일 파티에 현수를 초대하라고 해요. 하래요. Okay. Jenny's telling Ted, hey, invite Hyunsu to my birthday party. Okay. She ordered him to do this. So when you are giving New Year's Day greeting to elders, you say 새해 복 많이 받으세요, right? And then they will tell you back, wish you good luck back. 새해 복 많이 받아라. Receive a lot of good luck in the new year. So you say 새해 복 많이 받으라고 하신다. That's what was ordered from the grandmother. Okay. 조금만 더 기다려. What is the symbol telling you? The signal is telling you 조금만 더 기다리라고 해요. That's what the signal is telling you. And Uncle Sam says 담배 끊으라고 해요. He's telling you to quit smoking. She says go to bed early today. I'm not telling you to go to bed early. Somebody's telling me to tell you. 잘하고 해요. 잘해요. I'm reporting the command to you. 빨리, what is to do the dishes? 설거지 하라고 해요. 하래요. They say they're telling you through me to do the dishes quickly. So now you have, this is a more colloquial way of saying don't do something. Okay. And the longer negative form is used in more often in everyday life instead of just saying an and then verb or adjective. Okay. And you can use this in a question to kind of, not ask a direct question, but to seek confirmation or agreement. Like, isn't it funny? Isn't it this? Okay. Isn't it? 넘지 않아요? Isn't it gonna go over? Flow over? 콘서트 표 사기가 쉽지 않아요. It's not easy to buy concert tickets, right? For your favorite group if they're popular. Okay. So how you use this form is let's go back to the old form where you put either 못 or 안 right before the verb to say you can't do something or you don't do something. 초콜릿 알레르기가 있어서 못 먹어요 because I have a chocolate allergy. I can't eat. 못 먹어요 or 안 먹어요. 못 is you can't and you don't. Okay. Um, for 못, you just like with 지 않아요, you put 지 못해요. 표를 사지 못했어요. I was not able to buy the ticket. You could just say 표를 못 샀어요. But 표를 사지 못했어요. It's just it's longer. And you know, in the end, it always ends with 하다. It's like if you say 표를 안 샀어요, like didn't buy. But if you say 표를 사지 못했어요, so the buying the ticket isn't what I was not able to do. I know it's longer, it's kind of roundabout way, but actually we prefer this for everyday colloquial speech. Okay. Your refrigerator is fully stocked, so you say 배고프지는 않겠네. Like you know, as for being hungry, like that's not gonna happen. Okay. 견학 어땠어요? How was the field trip? 차가 고장 나서 가지도 못했어요 because our car broke down. We couldn't even go. Not even. 가지도 못했어요. 못 갔어요. It's just simply reporting. We couldn't go. We couldn't even do, you know, the going. Okay. 한국어 어렵지 않아요. There you go. To ask like a question, a lot of the times opinion, not just opinions, but agreement, rhetorical things to, you know, for let's, what is it? Softer effect, indirect effect. Isn't Korean hard? 한국어 어렵지 않아요? 심심하지 않겠네. You won't be hungry. You have, I mean, you won't be bored. You have your iPad, so you can do various things. In English, remember, you do not answer yes or no, depending on whether the question is asked negatively or positively. In Korean, whether you answer yes or no is dependent on the question. So if the question was asked either positively or negatively, you really have to think the question as a statement if it's true or false. Okay. Isn't Hawaii cold in the winter? Or if you ask, is Hawaii cold in the winter? You just say no. You just say no. Hawaii is not cold. Okay. In Korean, if you ask in negative way, 하와이는 여름에 안 추워요? Or 춥지 않아요? Then you have to think, is this true or false as a statement? Okay. And it's true because it's not cold in Hawaii during summer. So you say, 네, 안 추워요. You're right, it's not cold. Okay. So remember that. And we use negative question to seek confirmation, not so much to get an answer, okay? The negative question in this case, they're more like, isn't it? Okay, like 지요? 오늘 샌디 생일 아니에요? Isn't it Sandy's birthday today? 네, 샌디 씨 생일이에요. Okay. So that's why you say yes. Okay. Even if it's negative. I know it is confusing, but they're asking for confirmation, not factual information. That's why. Okay. When they want to confirm something, not ask a direct question, then you say yes to confirm. 갈비가 너무 맛있지 않아요? Isn't this 갈비 like just too delicious? 네. Okay. You know, it's not literal. Like, you know this galbi is delicious, but like, isn't this great? Okay, so they say 네 to confirm. Yes, you're right. 너무 맛있어서 둘이 먹다가 하나 가지고도 모르겠어요. So this is a very kind of old expression, but it's still being used when you eat something so delicious. Literally, it means it's so delicious that while two of you are eating, even if one, just passes out, dies, you don't care. You keep on eating. That's the expression. 둘이서 먹다가 while two people are eating, one of them dies. 하나가 죽어도 모르겠어요. It's like you don't care, you don't know, because you're so focused on eating. Let's do the conjugation. So how can we make this negative expressions into long form? 안 먹다 would be 먹지 않아요. If it's 못, 하지 못해요. 못해요. Okay? 안 봐요. 보지 않아요. 안 사요. 사지 않아요. So yes, this an and this an are homonyms, but it's spelled differently. This an is negative marker. Anayo is actually a verb. It's a negative verb, like it's not it. That's what it means. It's to not be. Okay. 안 쓰다, and it's still different from 아니다. That's a whole nother verb too. Okay, it's not something. It's opposite of 이다. Okay, 쓰지 않아요. It's not written. 살지 않아요. 디귿 irregular. Please note 듣지 않아요. It doesn't change into 리을. 예쁘지 않아요. 좋지 않아요. For adjectives as well. 즐겁지 않아요. 빠르지 않아요. For most part, very easy. You guys, you can take out the 다 and then 지 and then space 않아요. Like this thing is what you are not doing. 친구는 돈이 있는데 돈을 빌려주지 않아요. The friend has money but won't lend you any. Okay? 빌려주지 않았어요. They didn't lend it to you. 매일 학교에 오지 않으세요? So this is confirmation, okay, not a direct question. Okay, like, don't you come to school every day? 맵지 않아서 좋아요. So it's nice because it's not spicy. 이야기가 너무 길지 않아요? Isn't the story too long? Isn't it long-winded? 피자 안 먹고 싶어요. You don't want to eat the pizza. So how do we put this into the long negative form? It's less direct if you put it in the long form too. 피자 먹고 싶지 않아요. It's like in the first one, I don't want to eat pizza. It's very direct. If you say 피자 먹고 싶지 않아요, it sounds almost like, I'm not in the mood for pizza. It's little softens. Like, as for eating pizza, I don't want to do that right now, right? It's a little longer, less direct. 지금 안 바빠요. I'm not busy right now. 지금 바쁘지 않아요. Okay, I'm not busy right now. 주말에 등산 안 갈래요? And even proposing, if you put it in the long form, it sounds a little bit more considerate. Like, won't you go hiking with me? Okay. 주말에 등산 가지 않을래요? Okay. Because if you ask actually in positive way, 주말에 등산 갈래요? It's very now if the answer is no, then you impose the person to say no. So it's asking it in negative way. It's, you're like, won't you do this with me? It makes it a little less imposing. Okay. 숙제 안 할 거예요? You're not gonna do your homework. 숙제하지 않을 거예요. Again, you're not gonna do your homework. As for the homework, are you not gonna do that? Yeah, softer. Like it sounds less threatening. 편지 안 써줄 거예요? Okay. Again, because especially you're demanding something from the person you are speaking to. The first one sounds really direct, like you're not gonna write me a letter. 편지 써주지 않을 거예요. Little softer, you guys, a lot softer actually. Like, won't you write me a letter? You won't write me. You're not gonna write me a letter. That's the tone. That's the what I emphasize for Koreans, you guys, because we have all these various ways of expressing things. The tone, the exaggeration in tone, it does not become as relevant. Okay. You're not gonna write me a letter versus you're not gonna write me a letter. See how it's different in English, even if you just vary the tone. But with Korean, if you want to be more confrontational, then you want to be a little bit more assertive with the question. You use the first 편지 안 써줄 거예요. Sounds very confrontational, like you're not gonna write me a letter. Lot softer, like does this mean like you're not gonna write me a letter? That's what it sounds like. Little softer. 편지 써주지 않을 거예요. You're not. It sounds a little bit more pleading too. Okay. 음악이 안 시끄러워요. The music is not noisy. 음악이 시끄럽지 않아요. Okay. The music is not noisy. Okay. 책이 많은데 무겁지 않으세요? It's not heavy. Okay. So again, if it's a rhetorical question, you just say yes. Okay. It's not. Okay. 불고기가 맛있는데 it's hard to predict. 배고프지 않아요? Aren't you hungry? 먹고 싶지 않아요? Okay. 힘들지 않으세요? 않아요? These are all open-ended answers. 눈이 오는데, this is pretty direct, you guys. 춥지 않아요? This is also very specific. 구두가 높은데, doesn't your feet hurt? 불편하지 않아요? Aren't you uncomfortable? 맛있지만 맵지 않아요. It's delicious, but then it's not spicy. 여름인데, look how they're all bundled. 덥지 않아요? Aren't you hot? So, agreeing, okay? These are ways in which you use the long negative expression to just agree with people, when they're asking, seeking agreement, or, or affirmation. 한국어가 너무 재밌지 않아요? Isn't learning Korean fun? Yes, 네, 정말 재미있네요. 재미있어요. How can you do such a dialogue with the factors that are given? 수지가 너무 예쁘지 않아요? 네, 정말 예쁘네요. Okay, she's really cute. She's really pretty. And try to create that with 날씨 덥다, 시간 빠르다. Okay. And next grammar is little complicated as well. This lesson 3 is very complex, you guys. It's not so complex as much as it's it's I don't want to say difficult. It's a bit what is it? It's a bit boring, I must admit, because it's very technical. Like you're reporting things, and we just learned how to put things negatively, and it's hearsay. It's not direct expression of saying this or that, but how to report. That's why it seems very boring to us. And even as I'm explaining, I feel for you. Okay. And this is to express this is what I thought. Okay. It's presumption. Like this is I thought this, I thought that. Okay. It takes tenses. If it's verb, present tense, 는 줄 알다. this is what I had known. Okay. And for adjective, if it ends in consonant, 은, otherwise, 니은 줄 알다. If it's in the past, for verbs, 은, 니은 줄 알다. Don't worry about the adjective for past for now. And for future, the same verb or adjective, 을 줄 알다. It's the same ones, but I will explain the difference. 친구가 우리 집에 오는 줄 알았어요. You thought that your friend is coming to your house. 꽃이 비싼 줄 알았어요. Probably it's not. You just presume that the flower is expensive. 친구가 벌써 우리 집에 온 줄 알았어요. You thought your friend already arrived at your place. 친구가 우리 집에 올 줄 알았어요. You thought that your friend will come to your place. Okay. 꽃이 비쌀 줄 알았어요. Okay. And a lot of the times the present and future, they're interchangeable. Like you knew the flower will be expensive. So looks are deceiving. 가방인 줄 알았어요. You had thought that 알다 is to know, but in this case it means thought. You had thought it was a cake, but it's not. Okay. So you say cake인 줄 몰랐어요. I didn't know it was a cake. You could have the ending in different cognitive verbs. Okay. To know, to not know. 케이크인 줄 몰랐어요. If it's colloquial, you could just put 니은 at the end of vowel ending noun. Okay. 가방일 줄 알았어요. You thought this will be a bag. 케이크일 줄 몰랐어요. I think that's a little bit more appropriate. I didn't know it will be a cake. Okay. Just figure of expression. 동수 씨 여동생이 이렇게 예쁜 줄 몰랐어요. You had no idea 동수's little sister would be so cute. Okay, so pretty. 미안해요. 숙제하는 줄 몰랐어요. Sorry, I didn't know you are doing your homework. Sandy says 누가 저한테 꽃을 보낸 줄 알았어요. She has mistaken that the flower is for her. I thought somebody sent me the flowers. 그런데 제 친구 거예요. But then it's not. It's my friend. So you had assumed, presumed. 전화한 줄 몰랐어요. I don't know you had called. Okay. Future. 시험이 쉬울 줄 알았어요. What did you think? You thought it will be easy. 그런데 어렵네요. But then it's hard. 샴페인이 더 없어요. You ran out of champagne. 사람들이 이렇게 많이 올 줄 몰랐어요. You had no idea there'll be so many people. Okay? You need to know, you couldn't predict that so many people will be coming. So famous actor 준기. 얼굴이 너무 예뻐서 여자인 줄 알았어요, or 여잔 줄 알았어요. Okay, so because the person is so pretty, you had thought the person is a woman. And 전화로 이야기했는데 한국말을 너무 잘해서 한국 사람일 줄 알았어요. Okay, you talk to somebody on the phone, and because their Korean was so good, you had thought that person would be Korean, but they're not. So it is all about presumption, but it's not. 뭐해요? You call somebody late, or notice somebody who's up and say, I thought you were sleeping. 자는 줄 알았어요, or 잘 줄 알았어요. You will be asleep. 그렇게 you didn't know it was that salty. 그렇게 짠 줄 몰랐어요. 짜다 means salty, but you know what it also means figuratively in Korean? When somebody's cheap, you say 짜다. 서로 모르세요? 제가 벌써 소개한 줄 알았는데 I thought I had made introductions. I have already introduced you to. Okay. You didn't know the copier already is out of order. 고장 난 줄 몰랐어요. Okay. If the verb ends in consonant, the base, 은, otherwise just you place nian. Don't worry about the adjective past. It's a what is it? It's a little complex. Okay. 사이가, so that's, we're not revealing it now, but you should be fine with just the non-past and the future form. 사이가 좋아서 둘이 결혼 할 줄 알았어요. You thought they're gonna get married, but they didn't. Okay. Singles Inferno. 커플이 될 줄 알았어요. You thought they're gonna end up as a couple, right? But it's unpredictable. 와, 차가 이렇게 빠를 줄 몰랐어요. You had no idea it will be this fast. 빠른 줄 is like, I don't know, it is this fast, like you're driving now. Well, yeah, it just future emphasizes, I don't know, it will be this way. Okay, so a way to make a mini dialogue using this grammar, here's a template. You're at a restaurant, 식당에 있어요. 마이클이 뭐 먹을까요? You know, what shall we eat? And Gina can make a suggestion. Okay, 순두부 먹어보세요. 정말 맛있어요. Try 순두부. Why don't you try it? It's really delicious. 그래요? 알았어요. 저는 순두부 먹을게요. Okay, really? Okay, I got it. I'll eat 순두부. Okay. 마이크 씨, 왜 그래요? 이 순두부가 너무 매워요. 한번 먹어보세요. Okay. You know, Gina thought Michael would like sundubu, but what happened? It's really spicy. Okay, it's too spicy. So why don't you try it, Gina? 진짜 그러네요. 그렇게 매울 줄 몰랐어요. 미안해요. And then you is what? In Korean, that's supposed to be emoji for tears, like, you know, streams of tears coming down from your eyes. So sorry. Okay, making apologies. I didn't know it was going to be that spicy. Okay, so you know, you can start out the conversation with 지금 뭐예요? 지금, or you know, create a you know, mini dialogue in which you make suggestions, but you know, it's not what you had thought. And answer these questions using 는 or 은 줄 알았어요. Okay. or 몰랐어요. Okay. 어디 살아요? For example, they ask you, LA에 살아요. LA에 사는 줄 알았어요. I thought you lived in LA. 포모나에 사는 줄 몰랐어요. I didn't know you live in Pomona. 전공이 뭐예요? What is your major? And pretend you didn't know that person's major and say, 한국어 전공하는 줄 몰랐어요. Or you could say some other major. You could say 음악 전공하는 줄 알았어요. I thought you were majoring in music. 한국어 전공하는 줄 몰랐어요. I didn't know you were majoring in Korean and so forth. 몇 학년이에요? What year in school are you? 나이가 어떻게 되세요? It's no personal. How does your age happen to be? 무슨 색을 좋아해요? What color do you like? 무슨 음식을 좋아해요? Kind of food do you like? 무슨 텔레비전 프로그램을 좋아해요? What is your favorite TV program, show? 좋아하는 가수가 누구예요? who's your favorite singer? 좋아하는 배우가 누구예요? Who's your favorite actor? 여자, 남자친구가 있어요? Do you have boyfriend or girlfriend? Okay. 취미가 뭐예요? What's your hobby? Okay. Find out about your friends, your classmates by asking the questions and answer I thought it was this. I didn't know that. That's all of the grammar for lesson 3 of Korean 3.